Here we are. It is. Do you know what? We've overrun, and do you know what? We can.
And we will.
And we will. And you know what? You will like it.
Okay.
You will like it.
It's super aggressive, but sure. Are you talking defence?
Just bottling my inner Noel Gallagher there, by the way. It's a famous quote. I am not.
So why will I like it?
I didn't say you'd like it. I'm talking about the listeners will like it. I'm going to bring some spice. I'm going to bring some spice, and we deliberately left it out the main news as well. So you knew where I was going. The Las Vegas Raiders, never short of a moment of strangeness, including their strange fans. I'm going to give you the case for why this may be the case in a minute.
Okay.
Does the drafting of Kirk Cousins mean that Fernando Mendoza is not locked in to be the Raiders' #1 pick, and they may choose to go in a different direction?
No.
Especially after losing the 2 #1 picks they thought they were getting from Baltimore.
No, Clint Kubiak has very strongly come out since the owners' meetings and say he truly believes that new rookie quarterbacks should sit behind veteran quarterbacks. So, no, I think it's just setting up what he wants, which is Mendoza not starting week 1. It will be Kirk Cousins week 1, and then Mendoza probably at some point, I'm guessing, in clean-up duty later in the season, because I don't know what your thoughts are on the Raiders, but I don't know if they're Super Bowl bound.
Hell no.
So
no, they're going to be 4th in that division bound. That's what they're bound.
No, I think Mendoza's going to be the #1 overall pick. I think the more interesting one is, where do you rank him as the #1 overall pick? Because I think if I had to say him versus, when the Panthers picked Bryce Young, Mendoza way better talent coming out.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, obviously winning a national championship, playing for that team was like...
Loaded.
It was loaded.
But you could make the argument that most Alabama quarterbacks coming out normally have professional wide receivers.
That's right. But
And so did Mendoza.
We've seen the odd Alabama quarterback that's struggled, but but actually scheme fit doesn't really fit.
No.
The Kubiak.
Well,
so only 3% of his college snaps were under centre, and Kubiak's a big under centre guy. So there's a huge transition. So there's playbook,
That's why, you can pick up Kirk Cousins so he can learn. I think it's a good move by the Raiders. I think it's good for his development. It's also Tom Brady often cites that quarterbacks should sit before they start, because he did it famously, Mahomes did it famously. I think there is a massive argument for the fact that Mendoza did not run a professional or NFL pro-ready offense at all. He did a lot of those run-pass options. He wasn't asked to do that much, really. He just relied on his star talent, which you then have to go, the Raiders, they have Brock Bowers, they have Ashton Genty, who you hope will be better this year under Kubiak. There's no wide receivers. Who is he throwing to? There's no star wide receivers, so I think it's a good move by the Raiders to sit him behind Cousins.
Well, I think what's interesting here, still pushing my barrow of Mendoza not necessarily being the #1 pick, is Kirk Cousins' contract.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's 1 year out. So it's $20 million guaranteed, except it's not $20 million guaranteed. The Raiders have made it so the Falcons pay them $7 million this year. So it's a $13 million guaranteed contract, and then they can get out and there's none left.
But it's also got an option for 5 years.
Yes.
At 172. I want Kirk Cousins' agent.
Yes, I want
Kirk Cousins' agent, because unbelievable. Someone who has achieved nothing has been paid potentially $400 million.
Third most all time.
I know, it's insane.
Third most all time.
Who's won?
I can't even remember who's won, but I remember Goff was like 9.
Oh, Goff's got to be in there.
So it's just funny. I find it funny.
Unreal. So a 5-year, $172 million contract, as you say, the 1 year, $20 million guaranteed, with a club option for 2 years at 80. The move designed to mentor rookie pieces, the Falcons paying 8.7, as you say. Ridiculous. And there's a $10 million guaranteed roster bonus.
Yep.
So if Cousins comes in and they go, say, I don't know, 11-6, let's just say, do you start Mendoza? Because at the minute Cousins bought 37, something like that. And then
I wasn't. My face was, do you honestly see Kirk Cousins going 11-6 with the talent he's throwing to? Well,
we've still got time. We've got time to go yet. There's still trades can be made. There's they've got a fair few picks. I mean, that's why I think they were really banking on those 2 number 1 picks, because they would have absolutely just gone wide receiver.
Yeah.
They would have gone wide receiver, maybe some O-line, because their O-line's not amazing. I just think, and there are some analysts that are starting to go, the team's got a lot of needs.
Yes.
And at number 1 is a QB now that they've got Cousins. Is it what they need, or is there someone next year that with a better class of QBs? I don't know. Could it be someone next year they've got their eye on instead?
I think you'd be a fool to pass up on your chance of getting number 1 QB.
Problem is they've spent so much money.
Yeah.
And now they've got to find somewhere for Max Crosby, because at the minute he's back.
Yes.
And we don't know whether he's staying, whether he's going, so... But I don't know. For me, it's not as clear-cut as it was. I mean, I'd still say 70-30, but I was like 100-0. And then Kirk Cousins appears, I'm like,
So you were saying a few weeks ago that Kirk Cousins will not be playing.
I didn't think he would. No, I mean, he'd been injured. He was awful for the Falcons. Awful.
So you truly think that Kirk Cousins for the Raiders?
Well, we've had awful Sam Darnold, and we've had awful...
Behind a not great O-line with no one to throw to.
Yeah, but
he looked awful behind an okay O-line and lots of people to throw to last year.
Well, then why do you spend all that money? Because is he really going to mentor him?
You didn't, though.
But
you spent $13 million.
Oh, no, that's still money.
No, but it's nothing for a quarterback. Nothing.
But, it happens, right? The year that the Vikings went 15-2 or something, no one saw Darnold taking them there.
No. Sam Darnold, I would say, is a lot better than Kirk Cousins in terms of where he's at.
Well, he's got youth on his age right now. That's right, yeah.
I
mean, it's going to be fascinating to watch.
Yeah.
How long does Cousins play before someone... I mean, if they go 0-4, 0-5,
if you were
Mendoza's coming in.
Argument that the Raiders would trade down, I would say, yeah. But if you're just putting in the argument that they'll pick someone else...
No, I think they could trade down, and because of the value of one, there's some... The Jets need a quarterback, and, there's some teams that would be desperate for Mendoza.
I think they should have done the move a lot earlier, because the Jets are set up so that they really shouldn't pick a number 1 overall quarterback this year, because they're not set up for any sort of help in that.
The Dolphins
range. The Dolphins are a bit better set up, but then you've got Malik Willis on. I think you've left it too late that the other teams have already planned, and they're playing quite far ahead so that they can sort of manoeuvre and have these situations, but you may have left it too late if you're the Raiders and that was your plan.
It'd be interesting. When was the last time a non-quarterback got picked at 1? Like, it could be a team that goes out and gets the best defensive. Cam
Ward, Caleb Williams, then Bryce Young, and then was it the year before? It was Trayvon Walker, I think, was the last time.
Yeah.
There was Trayvon Walker, then Aiden Hutchinson. I think that was the last
Hutchinson
time.
1?
No, Hutchinson was 2.
No, it was 2, wasn't he? Yeah.
Trayvon Walker to the Jags was 1.
Yeah. So...
Who just got paid.
Someone could technically go and get the best in the draft available, because Mendoza may not be the best available.
Yes, but you could probably trade up with any of the other 2 or 3s or Titans or whatever.
If you traded your 1, you could probably trade down to 10 and probably get at least a high second.
Yeah.
And maybe even a 3rd or something. So you could really stock up. Fascinating.
Fun time.
There you go. So that is it. That was the end of the showdown.
Yes, it was.
Do you know what? Might even be the end of the show.
I think it is.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, because we can now, because we just can. And that is the end of the show. So as mentioned at the front, don't forget to get those social medias checked out. TikTok, DT smashing eggs for fun. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and get on Facebook if you want to be part of our polls. That is our show for another week. My name's Darran Lees.
And I'm DT. Have a good night.
Have a great week. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to get more great content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll be first to get access to everything. Anyway, for now, we'll see you at the next down.